Myself, Arunmozhi. I'm studying MBA final year in Dr. Rangarajan, Dr. Sakuntala Engineering College. My topic is a study on transportation damages. Introduction. Third-party logistic providers occupies the major role in logistic services. In that services are packaging, warehousing and transportation. In this project contains study about the transportation system of third-party logistic services. Transportation done by various modes: roadway, railway, airway, ocean, pipeline, ropes, etc. This study about only the mode of roadway transportation and the advantages and disadvantages. Road transportation are the door-to-door supply chain process. Uses different route for destination. High safety. Transportation damages are the major problems faced by third-party logistic service providers. These damages leads losses in their companies. In it concentrate only in the damages happen in warehouse. The third party have various kinds of supplier for their customer. When the pallets varieties are also different, suppliers uses pallets depend on their material size, shape, height, weight, quantity of the material. When the pallets can be arranged in the truck, if it is single stacks arranged in type of unloading duct number, and if it is double stack, it in the bottom the heavy pallets is placed and top weightless pallets is placed. The pallets are loaded in the truck depend on vanning only. If the load of pallets is overweight, the damages may occur. Damages may occur in the possible ways of improper loading, mismatching of pallets or bin size, road conditions, overspeed of drivers. After loading, the pallets are secured with the help of belts, chain or rope is important because it does not allow the pallets. Statement of the problems. Damages held in the time of both shipment and also in sight. In sight, the time of loading and unloading, improper loading and mismatching of bin size are the causes of damages. And in transmit time, overspeed and the road conditions are the problems. Because of these damages, the services faces problems, losses and also losses of their customers. Objectives of the study. Primary objectives: to identify the study on transportation damages. Secondary objectives: to know the factors influencing the transportation damage loss. To identify the attitude of employee towards avoid transportation damages. To find out the pallets damages. To know the reason for damages of pallets, to give suitable suggestions for reducing the transportation damages. Need of the study. The study focuses on the core area of transportation, which is an integral part of supply chain. A brief study and analysis on past performance for a better updated process using some review suggestions. Damages occurs in the time of transportation, mainly the damages of pallets and about it losses. When the time of transportation, the safety of material handling is very important because the third party logistic provider are the responsibles for the material or goods in the time of transmit. This study more focus on damages of pallets. Scope of the study. The study mainly looks into the problems with respect to the transportation damages of pallets third party, and it concentrated on the material management, arrangement of pallets in trucks and securing of pallets. Purpose of the study. The purpose of my study is to explore a knowledge in reducing transportation damages that may improve efficiency and effectiveness of warehouse transportation system on both information flow and physical flow to know the end-to-end process of transportation management system. Limitation of the study. Each research suffers from errors and limitations, as some of the questions are put to the respondents pertained to their company confidential data. They hesitate to part with the information. It is very expensive and time consuming, and one has to collect information according to convenience of the information. Area which took to do this research is limited from the respondent. Employees may be biased in the responding the questions. Time is constrained. Some of the respondent did not respond freely. Review of literature. William Atkinson, 2006. If weak packaging leads to load damages, packaging strength and durability must be improved. Possibilities include converting from paper to corrugated and better package sealing technique. Poor pallet building can also lead to damage. First, pallets should be inspected to make sure they are in good condition and strong enough to support and secure the products. They should not be overloaded. Similar sheets can be placed on top of each pallet to provide extra protection from other freight loaded on the top of it. Complete pallet should be secured and stabilized properly, such as with stretch wrap. The wrap should be secured to the pallet platform using the proper tension and number of wraps. Regularly scheduled stretch wrap equipment audits can ensure that the stretch wrappers are applying the proper amount of tension for load restraining. Research methodology. Research design. A research design is the specification of method and procedure for acquiring the information needed to structure or solve problems. It is the arrangement of conditions for collection and analysis of data in a manner that aim to combining relevance to the research purpose with economy in procedure. It is the program that guides the investigator in the process of collecting, analyzing, and interpreting observation. The research design used for the study is descriptive research design. Descriptive statistics. Descriptive statistics are brief descriptive coefficient that summarize a given data set, which can be either a representation of the entire or a sample of a population. Descriptive statistics are broken down into measure of central tendency and measure of variability. Measures of central tendency include the mean, median, and mode, while measure of variability includes the standard deviation, variance, the minimum and maximum variables. Sample size. A reasonable size of 50 sample from the employees has been collected. Sampling method. The present study is based on the census method. Method of data collection. The data sources are an essential tool for structuring the analysis. The data source may be primary or secondary, but it is essential for the perfect research. In this study, primary and secondary data is used. The primary data and secondary data is collected through questionnaires. Primary data collection. Primary data collection is necessary, cannot find the data needed in secondary source. In this study, the primary data has been collected by using such as interviews, survey and questionnaires. Secondary data collection. When the secondary data are collected through the record of transportation damages. Finding. The majority of respondents, 78%, belong to unmarried. The majority of respondents, 88%, belong to the age group of 21 to 30. The majority of respondents, 60%, are under graduation. The majority of respondents, 64%, are having 1 to 5 years of experience. Finding of factors. For loading and unloading, majorly the forklift is used. The two well-trained forklift drivers are used to operate it. They must have to follow the rules and regulations of driving the forklift. 74% forklift is used for loading and unloading. After the loading or unloading is completed, the route of transportation is provided by the customers of third-party logistics services. 76% destination route is provided by customer. When the manpower is enough for the warehouse, so there is no need for more employees. Attitude of employee to avoid transportation damages. To avoid damages, the pallets are arranged depend on vanning. Vanning is a planned on the size and weight of the pallets. The warehouse have the weighted space for forklift to move in between the isles of pallets. 100% the pallets are secured after the loading with the help of belts, and every truck contains the GPS tracking system and it is continuously monitored. Pallets damages. The pallets are damaged more in the vehicle of line haul, and every customer provide different kind of pallets for their materials. In that the cotton pallets are damaged more. Cotton 44%, wooden 42%, steel 12%, plastic 2%. Monthly damaging of pallets are in between 10 to 20. January 11, February 9, March 14. When the pallets are wrapped and unwrapped, in that the unwrapped pallets are damaged high. That also mainly in wooden pallets. The damages are informed to supplier and customer in the way of telephone and email. Reason for damages. When the transportation damages are occurred more in the time of immediate requirement of material transportation. Excess number of pallets or overweight of pallets. In the main reason for pallet damages are improper loading, mismatching of bins or pallet size, overspeed of vehicle, road conditions. Suggestion for factors. Loading and unloading can be done in both forklift and trolley, but using forklift is time consuming. There is no need for more employees. Provide some training for employees about handling pallets and don't do's nearby operating forklift. Avoiding transportation damages. Every loading must be done only depend on the vanning. Because proper plan depend on the pallet size, weight and stacking of two pallets also reduces the damages. The warehouse have the waiting space for forklift to move in between the isles of pallets. 100% of pallets are secured after the loading with the help of belts, and every truck contains the GPS tracking system and it is continuously monitored. Reducing pallet damages. Compared to wrapped pallets, unwrapped are damaged more. If it is possible, make a supplies wrapped the damages. In the time of immediate transportation of material, verify the arrangements properly. Make sure the pallets are arranged in proper weight of top and bottom stacking and also depend on dock number entry. The proper planning always leads to success. So make a proper plan for loading the pallets. Depend on weight, size and which dock number it should reach. For overspeed, advise every driver to drive it safely and say them their transportation company are the responsible for occurring the damages during transmit time. Provide forklift training that is unique to the faculty forklift and the work environment. Minimize empty space between pallets and loads by pin wheeling or donnages. Conclusion. It should be noted that the main function of transportation logistics is the management of material flow from the manufacturer to the recipient on schedule, in that the loading and unloading are done in efficient manner. Reducing of damages are the main cost saving factor in the third party logistics. When the selection of effective transport provider is important for the supply chain. Reducing of excess number of pallets or overweight pallets or decreases the quota of damages. Both the full and empty pallets are secured with the belt after loading, and there is new trending of logistic activities are emerged. Nowadays, so effective and efficient utilization of new technology in the transportation leads to successful logistics services. Efficiency of manpower. Forklift vehicle for transportation depend on supplies. Need number of drivers are important for the success. Transport manager have a plentiful supply of advice and guidance on measures that can be implemented to make their operations more efficient. The freight management plays major space in a logistics service. Outbounding of transportation leads to cost efficient, and the third party take care of their material transportation. Transportation and logistics system have interdependent relationship. That logistic management needs transportation to perform its activities, and meanwhile a successful logistic system could help to improve traffic environment and transportation development. Thank you.